Good morning. Good morning. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters meeting number 105. For benefit of everyone, I will read out the mission of Toastmasters. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before we begin, I have 3 housekeeping rules. The first one is, please put your phones on silent mode or switch it off if possible. I will give 5 seconds to do that. Please put your phones on silent mode. I will check mine. All done? Second thing, please do not interrupt any while a speaker on the stages. Do not make any movement which distract him, or do not get exited. If it is an emergency, please take exit only during applause. And the third thing, please do not talk about on topics like sex, religion and politics. And the washrooms are on the left side. You can take you can assist by security, and the water bottles are kept aside you. Please keep hydrated yourself. And the main thing is, this meeting is recorded to upload on our YouTube channel. Please do inform before if you does not want to record yourself. With this, I would like to call who is past president of the Whitefield Toastmasters Club and operation lead at VPay, area level speech evaluation and table topic champion and inspiration man. He will motivate everyone and every time. Let's welcome our presiding officer, Toast DTM Mazair. Thank you.
Thank you. All was going fine with the introduction until he said he will be so motivational and whatnot and what will happen. I was like, okay, that part of the introduction was not done by me. A very warm morning and a happy new year. Now people are confused whether to wish me good morning or a happy new year. So we're going to do both right now. Good morning everybody. Good morning. And a happy new year. I would like to officially welcome all of you to meeting number 105 at Whitefield Toastmasters with a stroke of my hand. Today's theme is going to be very special, but before I introduce the entire segment, for those of you who are a guest to our meeting and not understanding anything about Toastmaster as in general, it's a joke, it's a very lame one, but I still laugh at it. When I first heard about Toastmaster, I thought somebody who would master the art of toasting something. So I thought that was some kind of a culinary class when I joined that. However, for our guest, Toastmaster is a platform where we provide an opportunity, a stage, a place of like-minded people where you can improve and enhance your public speaking, your interpersonal skills, your impromptu and your leadership skills. You heard Saravanan before me, who's basically the guy who's telling what to do and what not to. There were certain rules that he clearly laid down. There was one more thing that I would like to add on, that for this meeting, we will also have a voting link which will be provided. So everybody who you will see, including Bhima, who just went to the Saravanan, you will have an opportunity to vote for them through a Google form link. Is that okay? So we do a lot of thumbs up in our club and we do a lot of nods in our club. It's a positive sign that we all do. Now while I was going through this entire thought of me being able to make it to the meeting today or not, the upcoming president knows about this, and Delhi got dense fog. Let alone the smog was not enough, there was dense fog. I got 2 emails from the flying carrier company saying that my flight has been cancelled. I booked it on Friday for Saturday, and Saturday 2 emails back to back, and I was furious. I was like, I don't know what to do. Then on Saturday morning when I called them, I spoke with them 2-3 times, and finally can I call them? I said, listen, this is my PNR, this is my flying number. Is the flight okay? Am I flying in this? And said, yes sir, you are. I said, then what about those emails? What happened? No sir, we basically upgraded you from your economy to a premium economy. Okay, so how does this work? They said you book through a third party company, so that particular PNR for that economy seat is gone. Hence the flight shows cancelled, that the carrier has cancelled your flight, but we upgraded you. I said, okay, great. How much do I have to pay? So about 1800 or 2000 bucks for you to do your upgrade in or at Vistara or Air India. Try and experience that. What I meant is when things go bad, you do not know what to do. Your mind goes completely blank. You're waiting for the other person to give you the instructions so you feel however you're supposed to. If only this person over the phone yesterday would have told me that my flights are cancelled, I would have definitely looked at the other option but would have still made it. Whether it was a flight which was my backup that I was supposed to take today in the morning at 4:55 or 5ish. Was supposed to land around 8:30 and I'll directly come. A lot of people actually do that. There's somebody who has done this today. This is not part of an introduction, but I know. What I was trying to say is that when somebody is in kind of situation where they're unable to make up their mind for future, your mind goes totally blank. You need somebody to fill that blank slate of yours, which is also the theme of today's meeting. A theme at a Toastmaster meeting is nothing but what's supposed to happen throughout the meeting will be aligned perfectly with this theme around. Example, around the Independence Day, you might witness a theme related to independence. Around, let's say, Rajyotsava, you might see something related to ethnic. Around Christmas, you might see some alcohol here. No, it doesn't happen. Clearly, my jokes are not working, right? So that, this is how the themes of the meeting are. Now, before I proceed further and call the host of today's meeting, let me request the guest who are attending the meeting. Doesn't matter whether the first time or the second time, as long as you are a guest, you can introduce yourself, considering today is the first meeting of 2025. So I can request the majority to probably stand on my right and one by one just tell what your name, how you got to know about our club, and what is that one goal that you have for the year 2025. One goal. Yes? Your name, how you heard about our club, and what is that one goal that you have. Yes, sir. Happy New Year.
So myself, Vivek, I got to know about this club. One of my colleagues was there. He was also a Toastmaster.
What's his name?
Vinay Salati.
Abhinesh. Vinay.
So from him I got this information, so I joined this club.
Okay.
And what I'm looking forward is that I have some fears on stage presentation, which I want to go across and find out that it is moved out.
Okay.
This is why I
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.
Last year, Vijay went to the Toastmaster at Hyderabad and got fortunate to be part of this. I learned the simplicity and how powerful how the Toastmaster is. But it was my fear that resisted me to reinvent this journey after I shifted to Bangalore. I am Ravi, recently shifted to Bangalore, and I'm here to kind of overcome my public speaking and take this journey forward along with you. So I'm looking forward to share notes and partner with you in this journey.
Thank you so much, Ravi. What's Vijay, you said, right, in Hyderabad? Vijay, which company is Vijay from?
Vijay is the president of Whitefield.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. Glad to hear that. Thank you. Yes, sir. Music is my language. It's an unknown pleasure and something. Okay. I have a thing of reading T-shirts. By the way. Go ahead. Okay.
So yeah, I'm Rajdeep, and I recently found out this Toastmaster club on Google.
Okay.
Like I was looking for a place where I can practice communication and just public speaking because I had a really good fear place in beginning. So my goal is to remove my fear in 6 months. Maybe.
But then your goal doesn't have to. This guy corrupted all. He aligned his goal towards Toastmaster. I'm saying, what is that one goal that you have that you really want to achieve in 2025? It could be related to Toastmaster. I'm not denying that.
Comfortably speak on the stage.
Comfortably speak on the stage.
And yeah, without any fear.
Okay.
When I come to the stage, my heart's pumping out.
Heart pumping out. Okay,
Yeah,
3.
So this is the main goal.
That's the main goal. Okay, cool. So 3 goals, but 1 and together. Thank you, Rajdeep. Let's have a round of applause.
Hello everyone, my name is Akansha Singh. I moved to Bangalore in 2023 for my college internship, and then I have been here for full time.
So you got placed here.
Yeah.
You're one of the lucky ones. Yes.
maybe-
Which college are you from?
So I'm from Tabula University, Kerala.
Okay.
Talking about how I got to know about Toastmaster. So like in my college there is Toastmaster. I have been attending meetings there as well. So when I didn't join it, just attended a meeting. When I came to Bangalore after my internship, I was also similarly as searching for some place where you can speak and all, right? So I was searched and then contacted the president, I think in May.
May.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like
That must be Nibi then. Okay. May must be Nibi.
I was meaning to attend, but somehow I didn't attend it. So this time I decided that maybe I should go and see what is there, right? And yeah, that is pretty much how I know about Toastmaster. And like talking about my goal for 2024, so it is related to personal growth. Like I will be working on more improving myself. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Please sit. I don't think so anybody was impressed with what she said, but I'm going to sum it up. To do things that you couldn't do in 2024, we are here to do things in 2025. I also received a message from a friend of mine who regularly goes to gym, and he said he clearly saw a great amount of football on January 2nd and 3rd at gyms. And now it's already slightly beyond. He said the footfall is slightly reducing every day. Right? So I asked him, I said, what happened? Why are people doing that? He said, a lot of people giving timing as a challenge. I said, so how did they find the timing for the initial 2 days? They said, maybe they didn't have anything else in their mind at that time to do. Right? So I think I'm totally going to gear up for this entire meeting that is aligned, for us for throughout. This meeting is going to be for approximately 2 hours or so. There is a special agenda that also will be informed to you by the host of the meeting. Now, to those of you who have attended the meeting in Toastmaster, you will know the general flow, which will be informed. But there's one person who takes the entire meeting on their shoulder, through and through. Will tell you what to do, will tell you what not to, will introduce the person, and then learn the basic art of basically hosting the entire ceremony altogether. Sometime in English, we also call them Master of Ceremony. MOC, MC, host. At Toastmaster Club, we call them Toastmaster of the Day. This person, when I met for the first time, I knew she's an experienced Toastmaster, so I had to do anything and everything to bring her as a member. I even took her to Kapoor's Chaat Bhandar, which is near Shobha Dreamaker. Sir, you know where I'm talking about, right? And just not once, multiple times. I used to follow up and say, are you joining our club? Somebody, honestly, to me, as an associate membership or as a membership I would think through, who has given me a hard time joining our club. However, since she has joined, a tremendous amount of support and a commitment this person has shown. Served as a secretary for our club, later on to serve as a vice president education and strengthen the entire club's backbone. Because if we call the VP education, it's the backbone of the club. Entire agenda falls on them. And soon you will see this person as a face of a leader of the club, which will happen today. But before that, let's give a thunderous round of applause in sync, and let's welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Radha. People in sync.
Thank you so much. I think our wonderful presiding officer and immediate past vice president membership and the upcoming vice president education deserves a biggest round of applause. Let's all hear for our wonderful DTM, Mazahir Hussain. Thank you so much, Mazahir, for setting the tone creating the vibe and introducing me with those warm words. All right, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing today?
Doing great.
How are we doing today?
Doing great.
Okay, first of all, Happy New Year. I hope we all had a wonderful start of this year 2025 and we will have a good year ahead, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, quick question. How many of you created some New Year resolutions? Raise your hand. How many of you didn't come up with any resolution? Yeah, high five. I also done the same. Like Mazair also mentioned that his friend told him that usually on 2nd or 3rd Jan, the amount of or the number of members in gym is more, right? Usually on 2nd or 3rd or during the first week, we tend to have more good diet-based food. We tend to try to wake up early. We try to go for exercise. We try to complete those certificates. We try to text our crushes. There are so many things we would want to do every new year, specifically every new week of new year. Do you agree?
Yes.
But today's theme is nothing related to that. What is today's theme? How many of you saw the poster, meeting poster? Our VPPR really put great amount of efforts. So please see the meeting poster, what all are mentioned there. Question number 2. How many of you read the agenda? What are planned for today's meeting? Okay, cool. I see there are very less raised hands. It means PR team has to work more, specifically reaching out to the guest. That we will be taking care of, no worries. The theme for today's session is Tabula Rasa. Tabula or tabula, whatever you want to pronounce. Tabula Rasa. Now it is a Latin phrase, okay, which means a blank slate or a clean slate. A fresh start, we can say. So it refers to a philosophical concept that all of us, all the individuals are born without any knowledge, beliefs and experience. But as we grow, we learn, pick up on new skills, get some new information, details and try to come up with our own experience. Now there are so many times those beliefs, those experience, those ideas, those details, those informations may not help you to take that step you always wanted to do. Tabula Rasa is a beautiful philosophical concept which tells you always have a chance, an opportunity to fresh start. You always have a plain canvas where you can pick any colors you want and paint anything you want. So today in this meeting we are going to explore Tabula Rasa and see how this concept can help us. Alright? Okay, show some fake excitement. Alright?
Yeah.
You're excited? Great. Awesome. Okay, I want everybody to close their eyes. Close your eyes just for a few seconds. I'll tell you, I'll guide you what to do. Close your eyes. Perfect. Now imagine that you have a fresh start. A clean canvas where the possibilities are endless. Think about the idea of personal growth, learning, and the chance to create a new path. No matter where you come from or what your past may hold, what are the challenges you faced, what are the limitations you faced, whatever criticism you had to hear, you still have a opportunity. You have an opportunity to begin again with no record history or preconceived ideas. Open your eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in 2025. Maybe this is just a number change. No. This is an opportunity for us to explore the best version of ourselves. I want to say one line in Hindi. चल जिंदगी की नई शुरुआत करते हैं. चल जिंदगी की नई शुरुआत करते हैं. जो उम्मीदें दूसरों से की थी, अब खुद से करते हैं. Let's start fresh. We expected so many things from others. From now, let's stop them and expect and explore our own selves. Agreed? Yes. We can do that?
Yes.
On that note, let's all learn what is Toastmasters all about. I see there are very few people who are attending a Toastmasters meeting for the first time. So specifically to benefit them, let me tell you what Toastmasters is all about. Our wonderful presiding officer had already set the tone, what is Toastmasters, but how a meeting is conducted. So every Toastmasters meeting is divided into 3 segments. Okay? The first one is called prepared speeches, where the members would come and give or deliver a prepared speeches based on the speech objectives provided by Pathway, a traditional education method in Toastmasters. This is a time limit speech. Based on your objectives, you have to come and deliver your speech. Number 2 is the table topic segment. Now this is very famous one, and specifically I love this segment a lot. Why? Because members and guests can participate here. You will have to come here. You will be given a topic. You have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. And the third segment is called evaluation. Because at Toastmasters we feel it's not only about taking the stage, speaking, it's also about constructive feedback. If we know there is someone who wants us to get better, who can help us with constructive feedback, I think that is something we all want in our lives. And Toastmasters provides that particular segment where the general evaluator and his team of evaluators will come and help us on different aspects of public speaking. Today, let me call the general evaluator who will come and talk about what is his role and also invite his team to talk about their roles and how they are going to evaluate us on different parameters. Ready? Yes. Shall we welcome our general evaluator? Yes. Please note, this gentleman is going to perform the role for the first time, but that doesn't mean he is not experienced one. He has played all the roles possible. He was also declared as Toastmaster of the Month at Whitefield Toastmasters Club. When I asked that what is that one thing he would like on his 2024 to-do list that will probably stay there forever, he says trekking. Trekking is something will always be there in all the to-do list of his New Year's. Second question I asked, what will be the one thing that he would definitely not write on his blank slate for 2025? He says, goals about professional work is something he'll definitely not write in his 2025 goals, blank slate. The third question I asked, if he had to give himself an avatar. So where does he work and what is his role? So he works with Collins Aerospace as an engineering leader, and he's playing the general evaluator role. Ladies and gentlemen, with a huge round of applause, let's all welcome general evaluator for meeting number 105, Toastmaster Karthikeyan.
All right. Thank you so much for the introduction, Radha. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests.
Good morning.
So I'll start with again the same statement. Happy New Year, happy, healthy and prosperous New Year. Hope everybody had a rocking New Year, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I was thinking about this role. This is the first time I'm playing this role. What does this general evaluator does? When I was thinking, first thing was coming in my mind is like in a corporate analogy, I would say a reverse analogy. I hope everybody heard about 360-degree feedback.
Yes.
Right? Anybody wanted to explain about it quickly? 360-degree feedback, that's...
It's a way to reach out to all your colleagues from across different teams and verticals to get the feedback on all the aspects, be it leadership, execution, planning.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So I was thinking about that. Usually we go ahead and ask, and this role is all about the other way around. Look at all the aspects of the Toastmasters and try to give the feedback. That's how I see this. I have heard in many places, and even my mentor says, feedback is always a golden nugget. That's how I've been grown, and that's been helping me very, very well in many aspects of my professional and personal life as well. So in this role, I will be evaluating all the aspects, especially for the guests. In this role, I'll be evaluating all the aspects of the meeting, starting from how it is organized, how the timing is overall, and multiple aspects of this meeting. That's the purpose of this role. So, to help or to get this best, I have a best team, my tag team. I would like to first call the timer of the day. Let me introduce. So, again the same thing, we have asked about the 3 or 5 questions like what Radha started. So when I asked the timer, what's the 2025 one new resolution or one new thing that he wanted to add in his slate? He said that wake up before the sun rises. It's very tough in Bangalore, especially in this cold, I believe. The second is one thing you definitely not write on your slate, that is to knock off from the slate, is driving fast. And the third one, he works for digital insurance as a business analyst. Let us welcome today's timer, John.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So we have started our new year with a resolution. Few of them are having resolution already. Few of them who are already not having, which means every day they are starting their day with Tabula Rasa. They want to start with blank slate. Okay. So in 1991, when Mr. Ratan Tata became a chairman of Tata Motors, the company was going through some rough patches. Like they were facing with some operational inefficiencies and they were reluctant to change. So he decided to focus on bringing some new innovations, and they want to move to the global market. So what he did, he decided to acquire Jaguar and Land Rover, and they expanded globally. So that's how Mr. Ratan Tata bring the Tabula Rasa to Tata Motors. So today I am performing as a timer for the day. I'll be noting down the timing of this meeting from start to end. I'll be showing these color cards at different stages of the meeting. So for prepared speeches, the allowed time is 7 minutes. I'll be showing green cards at 5 minutes and yellow card at 5 minutes 30 seconds and red card, yellow card at 6 minutes and red card at 7 minutes. Again for table topics, the allowed time is 2 minutes. At 1 minute I'll show the green card, 1 minute 30 seconds I'll show the yellow card and 2 minutes I'll show the red card. Again for evaluators, the allowed time is 3 minutes. At 2 minutes I'll show the green card, 2 minutes 30 seconds I'll show the yellow card and 3 minutes I'll show the red card. And final, I'll submit the report of each speakers at end of the evaluation segment. Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Okay, so next I would like to introduce our counter. So when we ask one thing in 2025 in the to-do list, he said spending more time with family, stay connected with relatives and catching up with friends. It's the secret of his happy and fulfilling life. And one thing he definitely not write on his blank slate is skipping his daily walk for staying healthy and energized. Then we asked about what is the avatar for this year. He said it's a balance seeker, striving to find harmony between work, family, and personal life, personal well-being. He works as a senior accountant, senior accounts officer in Defense Accounts Department under Ministry of Defense. Yeah, Manoj, will welcome Manoj. Welcome Manoj.
Thank you, Karthik. Good morning, everyone. Today I am in the role of accountant. A small role, but very much important and crucial. Thing is that, what is the importance of this role? This importance of this role is to make you aware about the use of penal words like so well, but like these words generally we use in our speech. But the thing is that it's actually degrade the level of your speech, and it also make less interesting your speech. So the purpose of pointing out these words in your speech is only to make aware that when you come here to give your next speech, make your speech more powerful, appealing, impactful. That is the sole purpose of this role. So I will count these words. So don't take it otherwise. Good luck to you, and over to General Secretary.
Thank you. Next role is our grammarian role. So again, we asked about what is one thing he has to do in his to-do list in 2025. Very interesting. Making time to play cricket with his son and his friends. Second one is what is not in his slate or erased from his 2024 slate is he feels he's being impulsive. Realize that aftermath effect already. And third one is, what is the avatar for this new year? He said, the goal alchemist. I was asking him, what is goal alchemist? It's transforming ambitions to achievements. He works as automation architect in Technoman Private Limited as QA automation architect. Let us welcome Lokanathan, our grammarian, with a great round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy New Year. Yeah. As grammarian, it's my responsibility to listen carefully each and every individual speaker and make note of proper usage of language as well as the improper usage of language. So don't get scared. Be yourself and try to speak the way you want to speak. And in case if you are making mistake, that is fine. We are here to note it and give it as a feedback to you so that you can improve in your next session. The second role of mine is I would introduce the word of the day as well as the phrase of the day. So word of today is harmony. Harmony means state of agreement or a state of peaceful coexistence. I'd like to give an example for using this word. The team has worked in perfect harmony to deliver what they have planned. So that's the example. So please feel free to use this word in your speeches, even if it's impromptu or if it is your prepared speech. I would encourage you to use this word. And phrase of the day is bury the hatchet. Let me give an example. Every day, my wife and I used to bury the hatchet before hitting the bed so that next day will be a clean slate for us for a fresh start. Right? Okay. And I would be counting how many number of times the speakers are using the word of the day as well as phrase of the day. And also, I would make note of all the quotes, phrases, and what else? Thoughts. Everything I'll be making a note, and in the second half of the meeting, I would come and present the report. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Thank you. I like the word harmony, especially it links very well with the theme Tabula Rasa. So I think that when you follow this philosophy, you will eventually go into the harmony. That's how I feel it. Okay, with this, I'll come back at the end of this meeting to provide the overall report along with my team. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator and team of evaluators. Can we hear it for all? Can we hear it for our wonderful General Evaluator and timer, counter and grammarian for stating their role objectives? I think, first of all, thank you so much. And to all the members and guests, let's bury the hatchet with any nervousness and focus on the growth through evaluations. Alright, what is the theme of today's meeting? Tabula Rasa. Okay, you were like, Rasa, it's a philosophical term, a concept. Can you give some real life example? Yes, I can. Okay, I'll try to give one or two examples, and after the first segment, I would request you also to share if you have found any examples related to this theme. So Tabula Rasa is all about new beginnings, right? So new beginnings, new year, new opportunity. We have a beautiful festival called Baisakhi. This is mainly celebrated in north part of India, where it's like the start of the harvest season, a fresh start and time of prosperity. Similarly, in South, specifically in Tamil Nadu, we celebrate Pongal, right? A Pongal, a fresh start as people clean their homes and offer thanks for the harvest. So that is one such example, like festival, we do celebrate and we know that there is this concept. The second one is story of ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. So in the late 1960s, India had very less or little infrastructure for space exploration. And ISRO's first satellite launch was a big struggle. However, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, the father of India space program, envisioned a fresh start, a blank slate for India in the field of science and technology. From there, ISRO launched successful missions like Chandrayaan and Mangalyaan. So that's also a tabula rasa concept which we can find in ISRO's journey. The third would be like very famous because we are in Bangalore. Bangalore is known for, other than traffic, it's known for startups, right? So I think the third example could be the startup ecosystem in India. So the rise of Indian startup is another powerful example of this concept. Entrepreneur like Zomato's Dipender Goyal or Flipkart's Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal, they started their ventures. They created new business from scratch with fresh ideas which really disrupted the market. They didn't rely on any traditional approach or took help from family businesses. So that's also a beautiful example of tabula rasa. And then how can I forget talking about those? There are so many other examples like personal transformation. One such example would be the case study of Indian superstar Shah Rukh Khan. But I know we just have 2 hours to complete this meeting, so I'll not talk about him. But there are so many beautiful examples related to tabula rasa, how people used the concept of a blank slate and created their own masterpiece. We'll be learning more about this theme, but before that, let's begin with the first segment. Remember what is the first segment? Prepared speeches, where members will come and deliver speeches. Before I call the first speaker on the stage, I would request a speech evaluator to come and share the speech objectives. The speech evaluator's goal for 2025, one of the goals for 2025 is to start reading more books. He says that one thing he definitely don't want in 2025 is procrastination. He says if he has to give himself an avatar for this new year, that would be Captain Jack. He is working as an operation lead at VP. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome the speech evaluator 1, Toastmaster Mazahir.
Thank you so much. At Toastmaster, we all come here to learn the art of writing a speech. I think the speech next is definitely going to be something that you definitely want to pay attention to. It's a speech where the speaker will be presenting a speech where he or she has to write a speech with purpose. The purpose or the objective of the speech from the speaker that you can expect for this project is for the speaker to learn or review the basic methods for writing a speech and present a well-organized speech on any topic of their choice. All the very best to the speaker. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. All right, we got to know what are the speech objectives. Would you like to listen to the speech as well?
Yes.
Yes? So let's call upon the first speaker on the stage. One of the goals or one of the to-do list for 2025 is traveling to different countries. One thing he doesn't want to be included in 2025 is getting another cat. And he would like to give himself an avatar, and that would be a better content creator. He works at Walmart as a software engineer. Ladies and gentlemen, with a huge round of applause, let's all welcome speaker number 1, Toastmaster Abhishek. Toastmaster Abhishek, the unexpected teacher. The unexpected teacher, Toastmaster Abhishek.
When we talk about motivational people, we think about world leaders or probably that one TED speaker who made you change your morning routine, right? But for me, from my experience, my best teacher, she's just less than a year old. She weighs less than a kilogram and she sheds her fur all over my couch. Yeah, I'm talking about my Persian cat. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Happy New Year again.
Good morning.
Who knew that a creature that sleeps 18 hours a day can teach you importance of living life with purpose, resilience and joy? Right, so I'm going to talk about a profound story. I'm going to give you all a profound, often hilarious story about how she taught me to live a contented life. Okay, so my cat has a specific way of asking for things. She doesn't. She expects. She expects the best food to be served. She wants the most comfortable spot on the bed. And she wants an undivided attention whenever she feels necessary to grace me with her presence. Right? So what does that teach us? Know your worth. Do not take little of life. Right? Be it your life, your career, or probably that morning coffee of yours. Life's too short for instant coffee or mediocrity. Right? Know your worth and walk like you're worthy of this world, and before you know it, the world would accept it. So the other day, I was getting ready to go to office, right? So I was in front of my cupboard trying out different things, and then all of a sudden my cat comes over and she tries to jump into the cupboard and she falls. It's the most undignified fall I've ever seen, right? She falls flat on the floor, gets up and tries again. And this time she nails it. Her motto, don't give up. Failure is just part of the process. Don't let that one fall define you. Just keep trying till you make it. There will be people who would laugh at you. It's probably because they can't make that leap. Right? Another thing I'm sure that most of you would agree is, let's say dogs or cats, as in general, they love to live life in the present moment. They don't worry about what happens tomorrow, what happened yesterday, or probably what will happen tomorrow, right? For instance, my cat, she never worries about the failed attempt at catching a laser pointer from yesterday, or probably the grooming session that's happening today, right? In a world where you have multitask and to-do lists, right, in the world that we live in, we have all these things, right? It's important that we chase our ambitions, definitely. But it's also important that at some point we take that break and reflect upon all the challenges that you accomplished in life, right? It's very much important. So my cat teaches me how to savor the sunbeam, embrace the present and find joy in the little things. It's also very much important. Another thing she's very good at, or I would say a master at, is saying no. She does not find any reason to explain herself, no guilt whatsoever, right? She can walk mid a petting session if she thinks she's had enough. No excuses asked, you can watch her walking off like that, right? At times, I think that be it your career, or your personal life, we tend to overstress ourselves, work a lot more than what's needed, probably just to please that one person or maybe a few people. And when you think about it later on, right, you realize that it's not worth it. Most of the times it's really not worth it. We could have just said no. A single no would have reduced so much stress from our lives. Right? It's funny how a cat can teach us all this. So again, a feline with no primary or secondary education whatsoever, no fancy college degree, right, can teach us so much about spirituality and living life with purpose, happiness and harmony, right? I think it's important to realize that if a cat can do it, all of us can as well. Right? Thanks a lot, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhishek. I think, thank you so much for that perfectly delightful speech. We can definitely say that your cat not only owns your house but your life too. I think how beautifully you explain that, even the smallest pause can create or can leave the biggest impressions. So thank you so much for sharing your relationship with your cat and what you have learned from that beautiful pet. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and welcome the second speaker. But before that, we will invite the second speech evaluator. One of the main things in 2025 he wants to achieve is to continue to focus on his personal development. One thing he says he definitely don't want to be included in 2025 would be to get content with comfort zone. And his avatar for year 2025 would be Arjuna, a committed mentee. He works as a product lead with Unilever. Please help me welcome speech evaluator 2, Toastmaster Prashant.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So I will be evaluating our speaker 2. Our speaker 2 is delivering his L1 P4 and his pathway is dynamic leadership. The purpose of this speech is to deliver a speech, receive feedback and incorporate that feedback into second speech. And my purpose of providing the feedback would be speaker. Since this is an L1 P4, I will be evaluating your speech based on L1 P1, which is about having a good opening body and closure. L1 P2, body language, tonality, and L1 P3, which is again structuring your speech and connecting with the audience. The purpose why I am going to evaluate on the past speeches as well is so that I want to make sure that you are learning and you will also incorporate if there are any feedbacks in your future speeches. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing the speech objectives. Now it's time to welcome the second speaker. Gym and muscle building makes to his to-do list of 2025. One thing which is not there in to-do list for 2025 is to not worry about the past and the things that are not in his control. His avatar for year 2025 would be the mindful maestro, where he is prioritizing self-care and creativity. He is working with 314E as a data engineer. Please help me welcome speaker number 2, Toastmaster Arvindan. Toastmaster Arvindan, the life of ExCom people. The life of ExCom people, Toastmaster Arvindan.
Thank you. So, what is ExCom? You may be thinking it's some central government organization like RA or the Black Tigers. No.
Yes.
ExCom stands for Executive Committee. So, good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Happy New Year. I'm here to talk about the life of executive committee people in Toastmasters. So, I will come up with different character. They will describe themselves. You need to find who is this guy in XCOM. Okay?
Wow.
So, the first guy. I'm the captain of this ship, right? And my calendar is full of agendas of meeting. And I am the host of weekly XCOM meeting where I will get all the department updates from department heads. I am like a HOD without sticks. and I am the one who will be mostly the presiding officer for all the meeting. So you might have seen my face lot of time. And I spend hours and hours of time in motivating, connecting with people. Sometimes I even wondering with free people why I don't have time. But when a new speaker's speech gives the speech or the new guest come to the stage, I will think that all my efforts are good. And I am the one who is harmonizing the people of members, and I am the A to Z of the club. I am Mr. President, yes. So the next person in the row explaining himself or herself. I am the ultimate scheduler. I know everyone's path and everyone's speech title better than they themselves know. In my life of XCOM, I used to spend my time with mentor, mentee, speech title and these mysterious awards like Dynamic Duo, Toastmaster of the Month and XCOM of the Month. So in my life of XCOM, my main struggles is organizing the role takers. You know, this guy Timer X, he never know that speech slot exists in our group, WhatsApp group, and he never feels he wanted to the timer role. But at last minute, he used to come and ask me, I am good at timing only, I want to do the timer role. But there is already one guy filled that slot for timer role. So I need to connect with that guy and ask him to take grammarian role. And sometimes because of this last minute change, he forgot the word of the day or phrase of the day to tell, and instead of that he used to tell the timing. No offense, just for a comedy. Yeah. And apart from this, you know, the speakers, they fill their slot out of curiosity and they never prepare prayer. They think they can prepare at Saturday night, but unfortunately they will get the invite from the friends to the Koramangala party on Saturday night. So what they will do, they do party all the night and they forgot they need to give the speech. At 10:30 in the morning, they will message me, hey, sorry, I'm feeling under the weather, I can't able to attend the meeting, sorry for that. So I need to, what I will tell? Take care. And then I need to connect with that evaluator, telling that your speaker backstepped. And they will tell at 10:30, oh, I'm already on my way to the club. Okay, no problem, you can attend the table topic session. And they are also not 100% the guys. What most of the time evaluators will do now, they at 10:45 they will message me, hey, I got some important office work, I can't able to attend the meeting, sorry for the inconvenience. But he only know that important work is under the blanket, I mean sleeping. So I need to arrange a backup evaluator for that. And this is how I am organizing the role taker. And one important thing is finding the Toastmaster of the day is my important task. So sometimes I will put the message in the WhatsApp group, in guest group, even sometimes I will message everyone personally, are you up for the Toastmaster of the day? If no one comes up, I will take the TMOD role myself. That is my important task. So I am the second most powerful guy in the XCOM after president, like a queen in the chess. So I am the Mr. VP Education, yes. So the next guy, I am the call guy. I will tell few of my call conversation with my members. Hey, is it good time to talk with you? Yeah, who are you? I'm calling from Whitefield Toastmasters. No, I'm actually busy with Netflix. Can we connect later? Huh? Busy with Netflix. The next guy. Hey, is it good time to talk with you? Yes. Who are you? Where are you calling from? I'm calling from Whitefield Toastmasters. Tell me. So are you up for, like, I have been noticing you are attending as a guest for few weeks. Are you up for membership? I would like to do, but one thing is my girlfriend is also coming. Can you convince her to take membership so that I will also take membership? What? I need to convince your girlfriend. So, in every, once in a term, I need to chase the people to renew their membership and for the things. And I am the election committee in the WhatsApp group because I do lot of pull to the people who are attending the meeting. And converting the guest to a member is my first task in the list. So if I have to convert at least 5 guests to members, I won't even get, in a month, I won't even get sleep, or I won't even take food, or I won't show my face to here. So I am who I am. I am Mr. VP membership. Yes. So the next guy, I am a storyteller. You know, I am a social media guru. Scrolling through the WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube is my work. You know. And you might have seen a lot of posters, videos, or Instagram shorts in our social media group. You might be thinking there is one intelligent guy behind that. That is none other than me. Yes. When normal people see advertisement posters, what they will think is, oh, how beautiful is this Aishwarya Rai, or how beautiful is this Salman Khan. But when I see the posters, what I notice is, oh, what color combination they are using, what fonts is they are using, how is their design. So this is how I used to see the posters. You know, I am a tech guru. The tech I am using is Canva. I am good at maintaining the relationship, not with my girlfriend, but with public. So I am Mr. VPPR, yes, Vice President of Public Relations. So the next guy in the row is, he's the things keeper, a minute taker. He used to maintain all the important document of our club. And you know, when he is attending the meeting, he used to never listen to the speech. He will only, his eyes will be on the attendance sheet, where it will, at some point it will stuck, where he need to impose that to go to other person. And I'm a Momo person, you know, but not, I don't eat lot of Momo, but I'm the master of minutes of meat. So I'm the Mr.
Secretary.
Yeah, secretary. So the next person, he is a guardian of our, I would say guardian of our treasurer, and he is the budget maintainer or the budget keeper. So he is the one who is paying for this room, or the snacks that is at the corner. Even if you break some chair, I am the one who is paying for that. So I am Mr.
Treasurer.
Yeah, treasurer. So the last person in a row is, he is the one, I am the last person, I am the one who used to arrange all these things. And if I come, anyone can come late, but not me. Because if I come late, you need to start the meeting by hitting the wall, or someone need to stand instead of that sticks. And I have one ultimate power in apart from all the ex-com people. You know what that is? I can decide what is the snacks that I can bring today. Yeah, that is my ultimate power. And after the meeting ends, I need to pack all the things and get to my home. My relatives and wife may be thinking that I theft all these things from somewhere, but it is not like that. So I am the Mr. Sergeant at Arms. Yeah. So, dear Toastmasters and guests, to this meeting to be happened, there are a lot of people, background work is happened, where they need to bury the headset and do the things to this meeting to happen. So whenever you meet such people, please appreciate them. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Arvind. I think, thank you for that hilarious and insightful journey into the life of executive committee members. I think he's definitely made us appreciate the chaos or the laughs that come with leadership. I think let's congratulate both the speakers for sharing their personal stories with us. Thank you so much for those wonderful speeches. Congratulations. All right, can we play a game, a 2-minute game? Yeah. I want excitement. Yeah. Can we play a 2-minute game? Yes. Ready? What is the theme for today's meeting? Okay, something related to that only. Who all are having pen and paper? Raise your hand. Okay, rest can use their mobile phones. Everybody is having mobile phones, right? Okay, so let's start. Everybody, attention. So the name of the game is erase and replace. Erase and replace. That is the name of the game. But what we have to do? So quick brainstorming session where you will write down one habit or thought you want to erase from year 2024. I repeat, a quick brainstorming session where you write down one habit or one thought you want to erase from year 2024 and what you will replace it with in year 2025. Let me give you a quick example. Wait. Let's hear the example. I would like to erase procrastination with replace focused action and mindset. So erase procrastination, replacing it with focused action and mindset. So it could be anything. Erase self-doubt, replace with confidence and self-acceptance. Anything. You have 1 minute to do this. Erase and replace. Your time starts now.
Only one thought.
Only one thought. At least one. Okay, 30 seconds to go. All right, stop writing. Time's up. We'll take 1 more minute and we'll invite 2 members, one from right side and one from left side. You can be there and just share what is that one thing you would like to erase from 2024 and what you will replace it with. Okay, so from the right side, who would like to share? Yes, please.
I would like to erase my laziness towards health and would like to replace that with yoga practice in FY25.
Wow. I think that is something we would also like to incorporate in our life in 2025. Thank you so much for sharing. From my left side, who would like to share? Saravanan sir.
Yeah. So of late, actually, I got into practice of sleeping very late. That could be the things I'm doing it in a peaceful time, because in the evenings you don't have any disturbance, but that has got into my practice. So I would like to erase that. We can also get peaceful time in the early mornings, like 5 a.m. or so. So I would like to do those things in the morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Having a better sleeping cycle is something we all want to achieve in year 2025. Thank you so much for sharing. You know, one thing we have noticed that the problems are similar or same for everybody. And now we also know like what to do. But maybe till 2024 we didn't do it. But This is called Tabula Rasa. So we are going to have that new start, new fresh start, right? So we know the problems, we know the solution. Now we will try to implement it. Thank you so much. I hope you liked that fun game. With that, let's move to the second segment. And that segment is impromptu speaking segment. So where members and guests both are welcome. To talk about the segment and to lead that segment, we have a table topics master. So let me introduce him. 1 minute. Yeah. One thing which will make it to his 2025 goal list would be giving priority to health. One thing which will definitely not make it to his 2025 list will be sacrifice personal time for office work. His avatar for year 2025 would be proactive and be a go-getter. He works as a computational engineer with ExxonMobil. Please help me welcome the table topics master for today's meeting, Toastmaster Abhinesh.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, members and guests. Good afternoon, I guess. Good afternoon to all. This particular session, we are way over time. Can I take 15 minutes? Okay. Yeah. In this particular session, what I had found by reading some books last year are some of the stories that had really inspired me, and I took excerpts or sentences from these stories. I'll give those sentences away during this session and ask one of you guys to please raise your hand, and you will come to the stage and expand on that. Sorry. It always falls. And expand on the story. You continue from the part of the sentence that I had left. Did everybody understand what theme is? Okay, cool. So this table topic session will actually help us with the art of improvisation, as well as help us improve vital communication skills such as listening, thinking, organization, as well as delivering the speech. So first I'll give out the sentence and then ask for a volunteer. You can show your interest by raising your hands. I stand mesmerized in front of the monastery, surrounded by nothing but stone and snow. Any volunteers? You need to continue the story from where I had left. Any volunteers? Otherwise, I'll be forced to drag you into it. May I invite Vaishak?
Can you go again?
Yeah. I stand mesmerized in front of the monastery, surrounded by nothing but snow and rocks.
As I peeped inside the shrine, I could see a black idol, but I'm not sure which god is this. From the top, you could see this shrine is aged, some stones cracked, and there was this sunlight peeping through, which just shone right behind that idol, as if the idol itself has attained enlightenment. The surrounding view, full of snow and mountains. This shrine in Gangtok was a place that I've never experienced before in my life. So much peace. No birds chirping either. Just absolute dead silence with wind whooshing through. Wouldn't you imagine this particular situation happening in the traffic of Bangalore? Constant honking, constant rush, all this emotion across, And this is what I've learned from all my travel so far. Whenever you go for a travel, just find that peaceful place that gives you peace. While you're at the traffic signal, just think of that moment. Forget about the guy who's honking there. Forget about the guy who's knocking on your door. I'm peaceful. By the way, don't do this when the signal is green. Huh? At times in life, when you're going through all these tense situations, be it in office, be it at home, be it in whatever situation may be, always learn to take a step back. Just find your peaceful place so that you can just recollect your thoughts, bring back your senses, come back to the current situation and then go ahead. This will always help you to keep yourself sane. Thank you. Over.
Thank you, Vaishak, for showing us a fine example of how this session is to be done and taking us through a roller coaster of emotions from the shrines of Gangtok to traffic in Marthali. The next line is, I was sitting inside a hut, outside of which was my friend sitting with his dog. I was sitting inside a hut, outside of which my friend was sitting with a dog. Dog. Any takers? Yes, please. I'll repeat again.
Yeah, sure.
I was sitting inside a hut, outside of which my friend was sitting with a dog.
I was sitting inside a hut, outside a friend sitting with a dog. It reminds me back when I was past my 10th grade and my father walked me and proposed me to kind of take science, which was very different, where I never imagined that field. While what I wanted to do was engineering. And just to escape that dog or that thought, I choose Polytechnic, where I don't need to pick the science, and I went to Polytechnic after 10th. And to my surprise, on the second day of my college, which was 100 miles away from my home, where my father dropped me with all kind of that sense where he don't wanted me to go there. On the second day, I fell with an accident and broke my hand. Just not that. When I recovered from that incident where all the family members came together and helped me to recover, immediately after that I met with a second accident and I was devastated that I will never be able to come out of that hat and bring my life in harmony. And I had an exam in next 7 days. All I corrected was my thought, bury that hat set, and decided that I have 7 days not to lose but to win, and I worked for that. And thanks to all my mentors and teachers who helped me to win that, and I stood second in that class. It is not a story of me, it is a story of those mentors who helped me to come out of that grave and face that dog. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing an exciting story about your time that you had faced. And only during these trying times we find solace and self-reflection to be very helpful. Thank you. The next sentence is, in a dream, I am walking up a beautiful mountain. Something breaks and falls apart. In a dream, I am walking up a beautiful mountain. Something breaks and falls apart. Any takers? Please. I'll repeat.
Just 1 second.
Yeah.
Fix it first.
Yeah. In a dream, I am walking up a beautiful mountain. Something breaks and falls apart.
Ooh.
2 years back, I visited a place called Manali. And I was walking on mountain. And me and my wife, both were walking together. And what happened? Something flew from a tree and just fall in our place. And me and my wife both were really, surprised. What is that basically? And what happened? Something meaningful fall in our path. And that's something we required because we were shivering in that cold weather. And that big chunk of wood fall in it. And that time when we had a lighter. So what we did is we burned that wood and saved ourselves. Since we were managing with some liquor, but that was internal warming, but we managed with the external by burning the wood. And then we realized something comes meaningful when you are walking with emotion, with a good intention anywhere. Because we never focused on negative, right? We were thinking, in the whole journey, we kept telling to both of us that thanks for this journey and this is really wonderful. I think this wonderful walk is making us really happy in this state. And whatever, we did not take it in a negative way. It's fallen like, maybe something got damaged or maybe that could have been damaged, but we did not think it from that perspective. We thought of this is something happened in a meaningful way. And that time when we were feeling full warm in that situation. So that's something I wanted to share. So thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Abhineet. During the moments of negativeness, when we face such situations, positivity is what helps us. And if it takes it, we need to burn it down, whatever is an obstacle to us. My next sentence is, "Look," he said, pointing in the distance. "It's the Empire State Building." All three of us turned our attention to the building. Any takers? "Look," he said, pointing in the direction. "It's the Empire State Building." All three of us turned our attention to the building. Okay. Your name is?
Vivek.
Vivek. I'll repeat the sentence again.
Yeah.
"Look," he said, pointing in the distance. "It's the Empire State Building." All three of us turned our attention to the building.
Okay. Yes. So myself, my kid, and my wife, we were traveling, and my kid pointed out to a building, which is a huge building with very nicely painted, very nice looking good. And he was telling, Papa, I have seen this building somewhere. It was in my storybooks. It was in my storybook. And he pointed out and he told me, you told me this is the Empire State Building and this is the Empire State Building. And I was mesmerized with the building and how it looked like. It was complete, really great harmony. Really great harmony in that. But before that, what happened is that he was creating a lot of problems, a lot of nonsense he was creating. But somehow, after looking at the building, I was completely mesmerized. I buried the hatchet, and I could find out that his memory was more sharper than me, where he could relate the images which I had taught him in the school or in the place, and he could relate to it. So that's how we could see, and I and my wife were discussing that all these days where we are looking into the images and explaining in the things, he could really relate to that and show us that. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I find it surprising that it's the people or even the cats that surprise us at the most moments. My next line is, it's a quote. You can expand this on this quote. Success always takes time. Destruction can happen in an instant. Any takers? Akansha, would you like to?
Can you repeat it?
Success always takes time. Destruction can happen in an instant. Akansha.
Okay, so I think this is a common quote which applies to everyone, that success takes time, but destruction can happen anytime, right? For example, during my college time, especially in the 4th year, when we were standing for the placements, so that time companies came, right? So since I'm a software engineer, so we were looking for jobs related to SDE. So around that time, so one of the major topic which has been asked in these interview is DSA. Hence, but DSA is not something you can build at once. You need to be like consistent. It's not something like a exam, like you practice or like read it in a day before and next day you just go and write it down. You need to constantly practice, and then only gradually you will be able to understand what you are building on. Like the logic you will gradually build, and eventually you will be able to solve the new problems you will be getting. So this happened. So like in interviews, when you will not be able to understand the importance of these the slow building process unless and until you are not to the end result. So this is so here if you can see that no one will be able to notice that what result you no one will be able to evaluate you when you are in the building process, but at the end when you like give interviews, and then if you are able to solve the problem, you will be able to understand, yeah, the process you took for practicing, it was okay, but like at the end you are able to solve that. So it was like a building gradually you build, hence it took time in order to reach the end where you were able to understand it. But the destruction here, it will be that if you believe that only in a day you will be able to do something, it won't be happening. So yeah.
Thank you, Akansha. It reminds me of the days during my placement that placements are quite different from exams. For exams, we study just the day before. But for placement, the entire 4 years is a journey. Thank you for reminding us that. As we are almost at the end of time, I'd like to close this session and I'll hand it back to the Toastmaster of the day.
I think let's give a huge round of applause for wonderful table topics master, Toastmaster Abhinesh, and all those 5 beautiful speakers who took the stage and shared their views on those prompts. Thank you so much. It's a creative and new way to conduct a table topic segment. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhinesh. I have one more fun game planned for the thing, but we will do it after the evaluation, okay? So to conduct, what was the third segment? Evaluation. So we will move ahead with the evaluation segment. In this segment, I think you will see the team creating harmony between constructive feedback and encouragement, ensuring that everyone feels supported while continuing to grow. Please help me welcome the general evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Karthik.
Thank you, Rama. So how was the session so far? Awesome. Okay, let us call our first evaluator, TM Mazahir, to give his evaluation for Toastmaster Abhishek.
Afternoon, everybody. Particularly to the person who just started his entire journey of speeches, and this was indeed your level 1 project 2 speech 1. I mentioned the objective was to present a well organized speech, and I'm very sure the smiles on your face tell that you all were pleased with the story that Toastmaster Abhishek told. To begin with, what a beautiful title that you chose, The Unexpected Teacher. When a title is intrigued, everybody have their ear on and they want to listen to what's going to happen. And you did have some build up to come to a point. You said you're talking about something to do with a year and something to do with one, and then there was a less than a pound and a lot of fur. And that broke the stories. Everybody had a smile, and we know there was something good coming up. It was a wonderful start. You didn't take time to introduce yourself. My name is this, I'm doing this, my objective is this, none of that. A great start is always to do a jump start to the point. Cut to the chase, as they call it. You have a subtle humor, while presenting your thoughts through, and that works in your advantage because humor definitely gets attention of the crowd, and that was utilized well in your speech. Abhishek, you're a storyteller, right? A cat in the house, and you're a pet parent, right? It took a lot for you to, understand that, I will be able to convey what I really wanted to, even if somebody is a pet parent or not, because not everybody could relate to, but you made it so simple, and that's only achievable by a storyteller, and you are indeed one of them. My job as an evaluator also to put across some points where I personally feel that you could have done better. Example, you spoke about a lot of details, as to what a cat can teach you, what a pet can teach you, right? You don't have to have a motivational speaker outside, such as know your worth, don't give up, keep trying, live in the present, don't be a people pleaser. All that is good. What changed in Abhishek? You mentioned there were a lot of changes that you could see through, right? The second thing is that when you're giving a lot of example of a pet, that pet is becoming the primary source of the entire speech, while we are somehow somewhat missing Abhishek in the picture. How were you before that? Right? All of this together. What made you adopt a pet? We want to know the backstory as well, so we get to it completely. In terms of the delivery in general, I believe, and everybody has, I have a habit of fiddling with my rings, and I do that quite often, and even move my spec as well. You have a habit of putting your hands together like this. Try and see if you can avoid that for the future speeches. This was indeed just the second speech that you started with. So maybe a content aspect, a bit about you and what changed in you, and the delivery aspect of the hands together. Overall, I personally felt that you presented a speech which sounded small but had a bigger impact on each one of us. The example that we can see through, not only through our pets, being a pet parent, but our kids, people around us. I think there's a lot that we can learn from things that are around us. You taught us that. I think it was a wonderful speech, and back to you.
Thank you.
Okay, now next week, call upon Toastmaster Prashant, Evaluator 2, for the evaluation, Toastmaster Aravindan.
What a topic did you choose, man? It is emotional for people who are moving out of the EXCOM, and also a bit of curiosity for people who are coming in. When you started the speech of your speech and with the subject, the life of an EXCOM, I was actually thinking what is that you are going to cover. But you did really well in summing up the different roles of EXCOM, because for most of them, even I had gone through that, most of us, we don't know what is EXCOM unless we are part of it. And you did really a good job in calling out different roles and what goes behind the curtains to make each session, without an exception, a success, right? Now, usually the feedback is provided in CRC or a sandwich method in Toastmasters. As I said to you, you are delivering your L1 P4, and the purpose is to deliver the speech, receive the feedback, incorporate feedback, and re-deliver it. Okay. I'll be using the L1 P1, L1 P2, and L1 P3 evaluation criteria to sum up how you structured your L1 P4 speech. So it covers both sides, good points, commented, and recommendation points. So for L1 P1, you had a very good opening, and probably that glued most of audiences into your speech. It had good body, explaining all the roles of the ExCom members, and you did call out as an end on what is that ExCom does. Probably one way, which is your pathway, is leadership development. The leader actually inspires actions, right? So you could have probably added an action to members who are not part of ExCom to either look forward to picking up the ExCom roles in the next segment, or probably associate membership roles wherever there are vacancies. That could probably help them. L1 P2, which is more about your body structure and tonality. Your tonality was good. You were probably louder than your previous speeches, as I have heard. And you had the humor in your speech, which you always bring, and the real-time examples. That's really great of you. You had good eye contact with the audience, and you did connect well with at least the members, because we were able to relate with the speech topic. And as I said, you had the humor that kept people engaged as well. One thing I would recommend is to use the entire podium. This is yours, right? You were actually restricted to these two tiles. Probably like a pendulum of a hanging clock. It does move right to left and left to right, but you are doing front and back and front. Probably that's an area for you to use. That shows the authority when you come into the podium. From an L1 P3, as I said, your speech was very connecting with the audience. But any speech is 100% when you prepare it in or deliver it in three things. Where you have logic, where you have emotions, and you have trust also. From a logical perspective, yes, you were there, you were explaining and giving a perspective of what an ExCom does. From trust, as I said, please do include some of the real-time examples. You yourself were a part of a PR member, right, in the ExCom. You could have added one or two lines or instances of your experience. And then emotions, you did display a good emotions, calling out how much of work happens behind the scene. So all in all, very good speech. One thing that is pending is that you need to evaluate as part of your L1P for a speech. Maybe something work with Radha and plan for your first evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you, Prashant. Next, I would like to welcome our timer, John, to give his timer report.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So, in our prepared speeches, evaluations, and table topics, in table topics, everybody spoke within the time limits. In prepared speeches, Toastmaster Aravindan did not meet the timeline criteria, and in evaluations, Mr. Prashant did not meet the evaluation criteria. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Next, I would like to invite our accounter Manoj.
It is a time of presenting the report of what countings. So
I will start Toastmaster of the day. 5 times award and 2 times Abhishek, first speaker, 4 times 1 time Arvindran, speaker 2, 4 times Majahir, first evaluator, more than 5 times Prashant, more than 5 Karthik, 4 times Timer John, 4 times and 1 times other words like but and long pausage. Regarding table topic, Avinash 1 time Vaisak, no word, pillar words. Ravi 1 time word, Avinit, no filler words. Vivek 1 time Akanksha, more than 5 2 so and 1 but. I think word is the common problem for all of us, including me, of course. So we all need to work on that, so that in our next role, either it be a speaker role or evaluator, it will be more helpful for us to make our speech more impactful and appealing. Thank you.
Thank you, Manoj. Next, I would like to welcome our grammarian Lognathan for his report.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests once again. Okay, so first of all, I would like to congratulate all the speakers. You guys have done a tremendous job today, and I would like to start my report with the number of times the word of the day and phrase of the day being used. Okay, so first, bury the hatchet. It's been used by Radha and Arvindan 1 time, and then the word of the day, harmony, it was used by Radha once, and then Abhishek once, and Arvindan once. Vivek used it once, but it was not in the harmony of the context of the speech or the sentence that you were saying. I would like to give that example. The building was in great harmony. So when we say harmony, so there should be multiple things coming together and exist in peace, right? So the building was a singular thing, which you tried to put a word harmony that did not fit in the sentence. And next, I would like to talk about few areas which could have been done better. So someone used my primary struggles is. Instead of my primary struggles is, they can say that my primary struggle is, right? They don't need to say my main struggles is. Instead, primary struggle is. And also I heard someone saying, I can't able to attend the meeting. So that can be avoided, and it can be put as I can't attend or I'll not be able to attend. So we can use it in that way. And that's about a few areas of improvement. And apart from that, great usage of words and great usage of phrases. I would like to call out few of the things. So Radha used disrupt the market. So you can use this in a situation where you are saying that the market is already set, but someone is coming in and disrupting it, right? So it was a great usage, Radha. And then contented life. When it comes to thoughts, too many things from Abhishek. Yeah, I have picked few which are outstanding. So next is know your worth, and then the world will accept. It was an awesome thought, and also you said she nails it. It's a figurative way of using nails, and find the joy in little things. That's also another good thought of the day. And the next thing is about Arvindan. He was continuously using this phrase, the next person in the row, right? Whenever you are introducing the new role and you are about to give the explanation for that role, you were saying that the next person in the row, right? It was great. And Abhinesh was using excerpt. So he was saying that he read books, and from there he excerpt few words or few lines so that someone can continue. The word excerpt means taking a small piece from a big context and using it in your speech. Next is Vizak. He used the word like, so he used the phrase like idle attained enlightenment. It was nice. Idle itself attained the enlightenment. That was great usage. And few phrases I would like to call out. Mazahir used cut to the chase. It means straight to the point. That was good. And also I heard Prashant using what goes behind the curtains. So that was also a good phrase to use to mention the efforts that are going behind the scenes. And also he used which glued the audience, right? The word glued, it is again figurative. It was also nice when we hear it in a big speech. So that's about it. Thank you so much and appreciate all your efforts in using the word of the day and the phrase of the day in your speeches. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Logan. Okay, let me bring my report down. To start with, the theme was excellent. I did not first, when I looked at the poster, I did not understand the philosophy behind the theme. It was really great. And coming to the before the meeting start part, basically the room was well organized and everything was kept pretty clean. And the SAA started with a lot of energy, and then our president, our past president, Toastmaster Mazahir has rocked the whole, the start of the meeting. And then moving back to the Toastmaster, as I said, Toastmaster of the day, as I said, the topic was very interesting. It got caught of many people's attention, and there was a lot of, even some of the speeches was kind of more aligned with the topic. So very engaged and was very interesting topic. And some of the examples that you provided, like talking about ISRO, and some of the stories about ISRO, that was very inspiring. And the next one is the game that you played, that you ensured we all participate. That was really good. And overall the transitions, what I saw was very smooth. I think everybody, there was no like somebody coming from the right side and somebody coming from the left side. And on the table topics, it was really different. Completely, usually we come up with the different ways, but this time it was really great with a new style of doing things. And our evaluators, like, they were crisp and clear on their feedback, as well as giving examples on what they have to improve or what they did well. Some of the things that I noticed which we can improve is, first thing is the starting time. I think we started 11 or 12 minutes late than what we have put it in our agenda. And second thing I noticed, at least I observed in mine, is during the table topic masters, so whenever we kind of start with when the guest or the member comes in, we say that the name and then the topic and then the topic and the name again. Probably that was missed. So probably if we can add, that would have been better. So overall, I felt this meeting was very engaging with people and the theme, and it was kind of, sometimes I felt this theme was making us more harmony in the overall thing. All right, that's all I had. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
To General Evaluator and team of evaluators. for being so attentive and sharing constructive feedback. We'll definitely work on those areas of improvement and will become version 2.0, right?
Yes.
Yes? Yes. All right, folks. Thank you so much. So we come to the last segment of this meeting, but still we have few things to be shared. Before talking about that, I would request you all to give me a floor approval of extending this meeting to for 10 to 15 more minutes. Thank you so much. Alright, so this is the time to hear the treasurer's closing report, and where we will see or review how the funds were utilized and how the budget was managed. However, since this is a business segment, only the paid member of Whitefield Toastmasters can be present. So I kindly request Team Vice President membership team to escort the non-members out and pause the recording for next 5 minutes. Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing or submitting the closing treasurer report with the members of Whitefield Toastmasters Club. For the record, the report is also shared in the members group. If you have any kind of questions, suggestions, please do reach out to us. And I would like to take this moment on behalf of Akshay. I would like to say thank our immediate past treasurer Toastmaster Prashant, the way he had planned the entire term, the way he had took care of the budget, the money was commendable. I would request everybody to give a loudest cheer to one of the finest treasurer I ever worked with. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your effort, and I know that Toastmaster Manoj, who is our incoming treasurer, will follow his path and take care of Whitefield Toastmasters and its fun. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. It is pending. I'll come back.
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, folks. One more segment is left, and that is new executive committee installation ceremony. New year, new committee, but with the same amazing Toastmasters enthusiasm. We have a new set of leaders who will be leading the Whitefield Toastmasters Club for Jan to June 2025. And to make it happen and to do it officially, we have someone who will take the stage and lead the entire segment. I take immense pleasure and happiness to invite him on the stage. He is the area director for Area D. He is also the first member of Whitefield Toastmasters Club who became an area director. When I asked him about, so he says one of the things which will make it to his 2025 to-do list will be he would like to work on his pet projects. Every year he promises himself that he'll do it, and every year he finds new ways to procrastinate, but in year 2025 he'll make it happen. One thing he says he definitely don't want to be included in 2025 would be attempting to run a marathon. He's more of a brisk walk or once in a blue moon walk kind of person, but this year he'll make it happen, and we will also join you. And his avatar for year 2025 would be the optimistic octopus, juggling a million things but staying calm and cheerful through it all. He is partnered with a startup as a director of cyber defense. He works to make care safe and secure. Please help me welcome the area director, someone who will install the new executive committee, Toastmaster Vaishak.
So guys, how do you feel? Good. Good. Excited? Little hungry? Yes. Very hungry? We can manage, right? 10-15 minutes, yes? But before I start off with this, there is a really good news. Our club has received an award, and it's the Commitment Award. First of claps, because not everyone is going to benefit from this award. So what this award is that last year we came up with a thing that show your commitment towards Toastmasters and you want to stay with Toastmasters and renew for a year. Usually you renew for 6 months, but this time we gave the opportunity for members to renew for a year. And those who renewed for a year, that's why I said it's not for everyone, are getting a free t-shirt from Toastmasters. Free laddu is still free laddu. Yeah, even if it's laddu. Alright, so congrats to the club. Thank you to those members who renewed for a year, and I will need your details so I can fill out a form for the t-shirts to come in. I'll put it in the Excom group and they'll reach out. Okay, so Toastmaster Yeshendu, as the secretary, you will maintain an accurate membership roster, work with the treasurer to ensure that new member application and dues get submitted to the Toastmaster International World Headquarters as soon as possible. Submit the new club officer list to Toastmasters International on time. Work with the treasurer to submit your club's semi-annual report and dues to Toastmasters International on time. Take care of noting down attendance for the meetings and provide the club with minutes of each meeting. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes.
Thank you. Toastmaster Samir Chandan is also not here, so you can stay. Toastmaster Samir Chandan, as Vice President Public Relations, you are expected to attract visitors to the club through free publicity. Use a variety of means to promote the club and its members in as many mediums as possible, such as digital, print, TV, internet, or any publication as such. Enlist your fellow club members in PR activities, providing them with promotional materials and ideas for inviting guests. Regularly recognize member achievements with methods such as announcements, newsletters, posters, emails, or articles that you submit for the district bulletin. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Toastmaster Saravanan. Toastmaster Saravanan, as the VP of Membership, you are expected to lead the club's membership building efforts, help members with any requirement during their journey, listen to their grievances and provide emotional support if need be. While the VP of Public Relations motivates people to visit the club, you will motivate the current members to invite further guests. Promptly give new member applications and dues to the secretary and treasurer. Personally greet the guests and provide them with guest packets, including a membership application. Make sure each guest hears about the benefits of Toastmasters and gets a personal invitation to become a member. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Distinguished Toastmaster Mazahir. Distinguished Toastmaster Mazahir, as the Vice President Education, you are expected to gain commitments from members to set educational goals for themselves, assure that club members are aware of the schedule of meeting roles, plan meetings that will assist members in meeting their individual goals, work with club members to keep the meetings fun and well run, work with your members to ensure that they submit their applications for educational awards promptly, provide for educational topics at club meetings, represent your club at area and district council meetings. As the second highest ranking officer, preside over the meeting when the club president is absent. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Toastmaster Radha Kashinathan. Toastmaster Radha, as the president of the Whitefield Toastmasters Club, you are the chief executive officer. Thus, you will preside at all club meetings and all meetings of the club executive committee. It is your challenge to see that this club adds members and meets its needs of its current members to achieve their communication and leadership goals. Establish a club climate that is supportive, stimulating, and rewarding to its members. Realize that among the resources available to your commitment, your commitment is towards your fellow club members, officer team, area director, division director, District 92 officers and officers of Toastmaster International Headquarters. Toastmaster Radha, you hold the gavel as a symbol of the power and authority that your club has given you during your term of office. I am confident that you will use it wisely and with restraint. You are a member of your team as well as
club at international speech contest till area division levels. Toastmaster Vaishak, everybody, come on. Thank you so much. Members, the voting links are shared. Voting link is shared in members and guest group. I request everybody to cast their vote. And so that is, I think, the theme all about. You want to say something?
No, best speaker, I don't see the second speaker.
Yeah, so the second speaker and the second speech evaluator names are not there because they have crossed the time limit. So this is something we all have to take care of, that we have to be in the time. Alright, so Tabula Rasa, I think we got to know what it is. For me, Toastmasters, Whitefield Toastmasters, the stage is Tabula Rasa for me. Why? Because every time I come here, I try something new. I start fresh. And it really helps me to explore the better version of myself. And I would like to leave you with a tongue twister. I feel that aligns with the theme Tabula Rasa. So you have to say it five times, okay, fast. Ready? Yes. Just for 5 seconds, can you please listen to me? Or just pause. Everybody with me? Yes. You have to say it 5 times, okay, fast. A blank board builds bold bridges. I repeat. A blank board builds bold bridges. Ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, start. A blank board builds bold bridges. 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 Thank you so much. With that, I hand it over to our wonderful presiding officer, DTM Mazahir.
Is the mic thing working? Okay. Another 2-3 minutes and I should be all done. Radha spoke about the voting link in our members group as well as our guest group. The voting link should be available. If any